Welcome back, everybody. 1 week from now, thousands will be on the road competing in this year's Honolulu Marathon.
Among them will be a pair of particularly persistent runners. Jerold Martinez shares their story.
Also, a way to remember my late father, who got us going in this activity.
And that activity Jerold Chun's father signed him and his siblings up for was the first Honolulu Marathon in 1973. That's 14-year-old Chun on the far left. Their dad's nickname was Hunky, and they were a blended family of 8. That's why they're sporting shirts that say the Hunky Bunch. Since then, Chun has taken on the streets of Oahu every single year. He even ran 26.2 miles on his treadmill during the pandemic.
That was hell.
And even when Chun lived on the East Coast, snowstorms couldn't keep him from missing the annual race.
For whatever reason, it worked out.
Of course, a lot has changed since the first Honolulu Marathon.
There were no cool running shoes like they have today. I mean, in fact, there were still people running barefoot in some of those early marathons.
65-year-old Chun says his 14-year-old self wouldn't believe he's still taking on the running challenge.
I'm thankful to still be standing.
The neuroscientist isn't the only one that returns to finish the race every year.
I will be starting, and I hope I will be finishing.
For Gary Dill, it all started as a dare after a hearty Thanksgiving dinner in 1973.
As a spoof, my roommate comes out with the sports page of the advertiser back then, and it had an entry blank for the first ever Honolulu Marathon. And if you finish within 5 hours, this is put on by the running club, by the way, you get a free T-shirt. Oh, T-shirt, Honolulu, I finished Honolulu Marathon, a T-shirt for $2.
And Dill's motivation to run hasn't changed. Why do you continue to run in the Honolulu Marathon every year?
The T-shirt, the T-shirt.
Dill's got quite the collection, including the first medal that was given to runners in 1988.
Oh, kept on for another 15 years or so. The only real difference is being what was printed on it.
Despite injuries and health problems, 80-year-old Dill, a former rugby player, persevered through it all to complete the race, like when he had the flu at the 20th annual Honolulu Marathon.
And I looked up at the clock and I realized I'd been sleeping for like 2 hours, sleeping on a stone wall in the middle of my...
Dill and Chun were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2007 and then honored in 2022 for running the race 50 times. But to them, it's more than just keeping the streak going.
It's indescribable, but it's the human spirit, I guess, cooperativeness, camaraderie.
It really is a celebration of life, fellowship, that those relationships, they all really matter, especially as you get older, and here's something that ties it all together.
Jerold Martinez, Hawaii News Now.
Oh, so many great stories. Make sure to tune in to Hawaii News Now on race day next Sunday. We'll be bringing you all the action live on a special edition of Sunrise, and that'll go from 6 to 9 a.m. And you'll be out there, right, Billy?
I will be out there on the course.